Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Crafting with Nashies. Today we're going to be making Nashies Honey Lip Balm. This is perfect for the dry skin season for your lips, around your eyes, your face, your skin, whatever you like. I'll be making 3 ounces of it, but I will put in the description how to make 1 ounce and how to make 3 ounces. First of all, we've got some containers for our lip balm, and if you know what these are used for, we can be friends. We've got a melting pot here for our lip balm, and make sure to sterilize everything with some alcohol, and do wash everything in hot soapy water before you sterilize it. A spoon to stir. We've got some measuring spoons here, which are super cute. I will link them in the description. And then we have some Manuka honey, some coconut oil, some Candelilla wax, and some mango butter. All right, let's head over to the stove and get started with Nashies Honey Lip Balm. All right, I've got my pot here floating in some water in a pan. I have my stove set at about 4 to heat this water up. We don't want it too hot. And first we are going to come in with 3 tablespoons of our coconut oil. All right, we've got our 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now I'm going to come in with 3 teaspoons of Candelilla wax. All right, and now we are going to come in with 2 teaspoons of our mango butter. All right, now all we're going to do, and you guys can watch this on fast motion, is I am going to stir this until everything is melted. All right, our wax has melted, and just a reminder, it takes a long time for that wax to melt, so just don't give up on the stirring. It will eventually. That's what makes it such a great skin protectant, is that it's not going to completely dissipate with the heat of the human body, so it creates quite the shield on the lips, on the skin. It's wonderful. I will link my Lotion Bar Recipe in the description because it is also fantastic for the dry months. When taking this out of the pot, make sure to have a paper towel so that you get no drippies. So let's head on over to my station here. Look at that beautiful golden nectar there. Now I'm going to do one without honey for myself for an eye balm before I add the honey to it here. So I'm going to fill up 1 pot. I'm going to let this get a little bit solid. I will be back in just a minute to do the honey part. We want to let this rest for about 5 minutes before we add in the honey. I got a wee bit distracted by a cat that needed my attention, and so my lip balm solidified a little bit too much, so I had to go reheat it a little bit. So now we're going to come in with a 1/2 teaspoon to 3/4 teaspoon of our Manuka honey here. Come on. Just make sure you sterilize everything. Bloop. And since these are kind of big 1/4 teaspoons, I'm going to say that's about 3/4 teaspoon. Right there. All right. Use the good honey for this because it's going to be going on your lips, and so you want good honey. We're going to go ahead and give this a stir in, and you want to stir nice and fast. Now, honey will separate if you're not careful, and if you need to, you can put this on very low heat to make sure that it melts into your lip balm. And I wanted to tell you the reason why sometimes butters take on kind of that white look to them. They'll look kind of chalky. It happens when you're buying like face balms or anything. Those are very popular today. That's usually because there's a butter in it and it has melted a little bit and then resolidified slowly, and that causes that grainy texture. So to prevent that and to make sure our honey doesn't separate here, I have an ice bath that I've made in a bowl, and we are going to stick our pot in there and we're going to stir like the dickens. That way our honey doesn't separate and we don't get that grainy butter texture. See it kind of starting to come together by super cooling it. This is a lovely lip balm because Candelilla Wax has a bit of a sweet scent to it. When it's melted, it tends to be odorless, but when it's heated up on the stove like we just did, it actually becomes quite sweet and it is lovely. All right, this is a good texture for me. I'm going to go ahead and start spooning this into our containers. As you can see there, my eye balm has already set up, which is super nice. Oop, let me go get a clean utensil. There we go. Make sure to keep your alcohol out in case you need to sterilize anything else. Don't worry, we'll clean this up and make it look all nice in the end. This makes such a nice gift. It's a fun thing to do for yourself, for kids. Because again, it is the holidays, so families will be gathered together, and this will certainly take up some time, should you need to occupy some little hands. Of course, have an adult supervise. And if there's any extra, just save it for yourself. Put it in another container. It will be fantastic. There we go. And our honey did not separate. I'm actually going to grab another container because I have enough for some more, because this is basically whipped. So the air created slightly more. I'm going to grab my alcohol, clean up the edges of this, let them solidify, and then I will show you the finale. And here we have 3 beautiful honey lip balms and 1 beautiful honey-free eye balm, just because I don't like the sticky around my eyes, but it is perfect for slugging. All of these are. They're very safe so long as you're not allergic to any ingredients, and if you want it vegan, just don't put any of the honey in there. This will keep. It's self-preserving for about 6 to 8 months, so it has good longevity, and it's just a lot of fun to make. Thank you so much for joining me for today's edition of Crafting with Nashies. I hope you've enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!